Hello, AC Universe, and welcome to Canada Crossing. My name is Danny, and this is my island of Midnight. Today, we are actually going to both my islands, Fire Cove, which is our ElegantCore island, and Midnight, which we're currently on, and we're going to build a cemetery on both. It is spooky season after all. Here, on Midnight, we do not use any features of Nintendo Online. That means no custom designs, and we had to actually purchase every single thing that you'll see on this island. If that interests you, make sure you subscribe to the channel because you're going to enjoy a lot of videos we have here. Also, on the other island of Fire Cove, we are doing ElegantCore, so it's going to be completely different style of cemetery. So, stick around and let's get these both speed builds going. So we're gonna get started with some stone fencing just surrounding the area, not actually the fencing that's gonna be part of the actual graveyard. I really love this stone fencing. It's gotta be one of my top 5s of all the fencing we have. Although I am recording this just after watching the new Animal Crossing direct presentation. Oh, wow. A lot of things to discuss. I was originally going to just go through them all during this speed build, but I didn't think there was going to be that many. So after that, I'm going to have a separate video and we're just going to literally pick through piece by piece of the direct and you'll get my opinions on things. Most of it, obviously, I think we're all very excited. I'm not going to complain, first of all, about anything. The direct was amazing. But I have noticed a couple things that I haven't really heard a lot of people talking about, so I'm definitely excited for you guys to see that one, so you won't want to miss that video. So going along with this graveyard, I customized the Western style stones into 2 different customizations, just the mossy and the black. Mostly because I knew I was doing a graveyard on my other island and it was going to be white, all white, so I didn't want to have any white. And also the whole point of this graveyard was more of a Halloween spooky graveyard, right? So the mossy and the dark black makes a better use of that. And then same with these stone tablets. I had the green mossy ones as well, and I also did a black one, but I'll change one of those mossy ones out a little bit later and switch it so they don't look so identical. But again, it was just kind of placing things around. This one went really fast for me. I think also, so this island, I'm not using custom designs, as I've probably mentioned about 4 million times. So that takes so much time placing custom designs. It's amazing how fast things go when you don't have to place custom designs everywhere. I mean, you never have to. It's just that, you know, we love them, of course. That was something in the direct too. I kind of wish we were going to get more just in-game pathing. I actually like a lot of the pathing we have. I think it's just a matter of how we place it. I feel like that's something that when they do the next Animal Crossing game will be addressed, I think. So, I mean, I think a lot of the things we wanted that we didn't get, here I said I wasn't going to talk about the direct, I was going to talk about the speed build, and here I am talking about it anyway. So, yeah, I think a lot of the major things that we want will all be addressed in the sequel to Animal Crossing New Horizons. Or, I mean, there's been many Animal Crossings, but you know what I mean, the next game. I also liked this well here. I thought that was very spooky. Like, you know, it always makes me think of The Ring, if you've seen that horror movie, that lady or the kid in the well. Oh my goodness. So, the marigold decorations is the one thing I will admit I got from my other island, but I mean, I'm not sure when they were available or are going to be available. They might already be, so I might be, would have been fine anyway, but I really wanted them in the display, and I know they're going to be something that's coming anyway, so I did get them from my other island. I will admit to that. The arch was something that I just wanted for some height. but I didn't really like it anywhere. I did end up leaving it there. I'm still not 100% sold on it. I might eventually get rid of it and maybe just plant a tree there or something, maybe a stunted tree. It just kind of feels out of place. When the trees grow in, like we're gonna time travel in a little bit, and I'm gonna let all the trees grow in, and it does look a lot better. But right here, I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, why did you place that there? These were something too, just because they're new, I really wanted to take advantage of them. I think they're such a great item, these trick lanterns. And I thought I had different customizations, but it turned out I only had the orange. And I could have customized them, but I just never did. I might before the final tour of the island, which we're getting so close to finishing this island. Like, this was a huge, well, it's not even that large of a section, but it was a big enough section to get a lot of decorating things done, so I'm really happy it's done now. And I think I have one more back section, and then my house, my interior, which now, of course, after seeing the direct and all the interior design elements we're getting, I'm like, oh, I don't want to decorate my house, just what we have. So I haven't really decided how I'm going to decorate the house in this particular island, but I think I might not do all the rooms. Like, I'll do the old trick of blocking off some rooms. So here we jump forward a few days just because I wanted to see I wanted to see it at night, and I wanted to see the trees grown in. And of course I'm picking up the weeds. I will actually be planting weeds all around my island before the final tour, like especially on the path and stuff, just to add some texture. I'm just not doing it while I'm building because they just grow out of control, as you all know. So I'm gonna strategically place them right before I save my dream address and we have the final tour of the island. So they'll be exactly where I want them in the growth stages I want. So I am gonna incorporate some weeds, especially I think they'll look great in the graveyard here. But that will be just the last thing I do so they don't overgrow my whole island, because I hate picking them all out. Of course, we need some KK Dirge playing in the background of a creepy graveyard. So now we have moved to Fire Cove, which is my ElegantCore island. I've been calling it Elegant City Core because ElegantCore, I think, means a lot of different things to different people, and I just wanted to clarify that mine is going to be more of a city. We've done a few speed builds on here already, so make sure you check out those videos. I also did a video of all the different paths you can see here. I did a video with all the codes and all the designers, so definitely check out that if you see some pathing here that you are interested in. But I will, as always, have the design codes in the description below, so be sure to check that out. This one, the white path, my main path, I really love, as well as the stone sidewalks that I'm using. It's only a 4-piece path for the stone sidewalks, and I think they look amazing. I'm really happy with them. So when I started this cemetery, I really didn't know how big it was going to be. So I just placed down fencing along the beach and kind of extended the hedges on the other side, as you just saw. And I left it open at first, so you'll notice I don't place fence on the far backside of the graveyard because I didn't know how deep we were gonna go. So that's why I didn't quite finish it off. So as I said, I had the white Western style stones here. Just again, this is ElegantCore, so there's a lot of white. It's in cherry blossom season. I'm keeping the island in cherry blossom season. If you watched my last video on this island, you know I was kind of toying with keeping it in cherry blossom season. But I think I am. I really like the look of it. I think it's going to be just something different. I've never had an island just specifically set in cherry blossom season, and I think it adds to the elegance. So we're gonna keep it. It's annoying because I literally can only time travel through like 4 different days when I'm trying to build, but it's, you know, it's something I want to do. So the struggle is real. I'm gonna struggle, but it'll be fine. I'm sure I'll survive. Placing these Western style stones gave me so much headache. I think I cut a bunch out, but I was literally back and forth, pulling them forward and backward, because ElegantCore to me also is all about symmetry. So I'm trying to get everything. See here, I'm moving them again. I feel like I'll move them again. I was gonna plant a tree in the center of them, so that's why I had the hole there. I eventually don't, spoiler alert, but I did originally want a tree there. So now I've decided I'm gonna cap my graveyard off so I don't go too big, because I've done 2 builds on this island. Well, 3 if you count my entrance. So my entrance is quite grand, and then this graveyard, and then I did a park. So I've actually not placed any buildings on this island that we need to place. And I'm thinking, okay, I've already used up maybe not quite a quarter of the island, but I've done quite a bit on this island and I haven't placed anything yet. This is, I'm gonna run out of room, so this is not good. So the next one will hopefully be in a building at least. I really like this statue. I think it's perfect for a graveyard, cemetery area, especially in this one. Like my lore for this island, of course, is that it's expensive. Everything costs lots of money. The city has lots of money. They just spend. So I figure they'd have some fancy statues around. I'm gonna add some more trees to give it a little bit more height. Again, of course, cherry blossom trees. I think they look so good in here. I love the fountain. I love that pattern under the fountain. I adore it. The pattern under the statue wasn't exactly what I wanted to use. I really didn't have a pattern that kind of what I wanted to use. I think it looks okay, but I might change it up, but we'll see. If I don't use that pattern anywhere else on my island, I'll probably change it to something different to save some design slots. I also thought I'm gonna fill up some space with a couple flower beds where I thought there was some extra room. It's a great way to fill up. And I wanted to put the dirt underneath to actually look like a flower bed. Until we get those flower beds that are coming in the update. Oh my goodness, they look amazing. I hope they're customizable. Anyways, I said I'm not gonna talk about the update, and here I am. Again, make me stop, people, make me stop. I wanted to place flowers and candles by the grave stones just because, you know, that's very realistic. I will kind of move them around because I really do not like the way they're placed, but I just wanted them there for now. I was originally going to go with pink flowers, but I just did that in my park, if you saw that speed build. So I did pink and white in the park. I thought, okay, I'm not going to just do pink and white the whole island, so let's use some purple at least here. And I think they actually look really good. It kind of brings a deeper color palette to the build. Here I am finally, okay, that looks so much better. And then I'm gonna be like, oh, that candle needs to be moved. Yeah, that looks so much better. And then I thought on the outside of the fence, just to kind of block the beach. I don't really know what I'm gonna be doing with the beaches on this island, if I'm really gonna be decorating them. It is set in spring, so it is feasible that some of the beaches will have. I was thinking of, you know, doing a kind of resort thing, because that's very, fits in with what's going on the island, right? Very rich. So I feel like at least one of the beaches I'll have some kind of resort going on. But I don't have a lot of plans for this island. I just am kind of going with it and seeing what I like, which is sometimes a curse and sometimes not, you know, it depends. When you're doing 2 islands and they're quite different, but like now the other one's almost done. But it's nice to switch back and forth, because if I find I'm not creatively motivated for one, I'm just gonna go to the other. And the no Nintendo Online island has been a struggle because I'm so used to custom patterns everywhere. but I really love the way it's turning out. I'm really proud of it. The whole mission was to prove that you can make a beautiful island without using Nintendo Online and spending the money, and I think we're succeeding, and I'm really excited to finish it off. Hopefully, within the next couple of weeks, the final tour and Dream Address will be out, because we are actually that close. This one is, of course, just getting started, so we're nowhere near completion on this one. And then I'll have the next one coming out, which will, I think, be a winter Christmas island, Christmas town. I want to do like an actual city core Christmas, so definitely stick around for that one. It's gonna be fun. Okay, so now that both speed builds are done, we are back here on Midnight. So let's have a look at our finished product. Oh, we have Celeste here. Nice. I will go back and talk to her. So this was the spooky version of the cemetery. I definitely think it's more of like a Halloween display than an actual cemetery. That's what I'm going with anyway, because I don't know that I would want to be buried in a place that had jack-o'-lantern trees all around. But I really think it turned out really cool. I like the black roses, not usually one of my favorite flowers, but in this case, they definitely work. And just the kind of chaos of it all, where, you know, the ElegantCore one is very symmetrical and everything kind of, you know, makes sense and looks beautiful. This one is very random, and I like that. I really think it's a nice contrast to the other one, right? Let's go have a look at the other one. Okay, so in here we are on Fire Cove, and let's do a quick tour of the final cemetery. Like the idea of a more elegant cemetery, so as opposed to the other one that was spooky, this one is legit, like this is, you have money, this is where you're getting buried, right? So I really focused on symmetry and elegance. Of course, it's an ElegantCore island, so I think we achieved that here. The only thing I'm not sold on is this arch at the front of it. I might get rid of it next time you see this cemetery, but everything else I think looks really cool. I like the actual flower beds because that's very realistic, and the, you know, the statues, also all the patterns on the ground and stuff. So that's the Fire Cove version of the cemetery. So let me know what you think about both cemeteries in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Canada Crossing. We have a lot more coming up soon, and I'll see you in the next one.